Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans. You can find my website at NicoleMakesPlans.com. Today I want to do a completed flip through of my bullet journal from January 2022 to May 2022. There's a couple days from a couple like last weekend that I did not back plan yet. Hopefully I will, but we'll see how things go. But besides that, completed. And before I hopped into that, I just kind of want to show what's happening in my planners this week. So last week, I was kind of trying to figure out if a Moxie Life would work. And then I set up a bullet journal, which I think ultimately I'll stay in, but we'll see. I got this day designer planner to kind of play with. So I was in that a little bit this week. And then I actually hopped back into Hobonichi Weeks. We'll see if this sticks. We'll see what happens. Tune in maybe this weekend or next to see how that goes. So let's hop into the bullet journal flip through. This sticker is from Etsy, and if you have a question of where I got it, I can definitely look up and see what this shop was actually called. And I did do a flip through of this, like, I think about a month ago, so it's pretty similar, but basically like May and like April are included. And I kept basically the same layouts throughout, so like a Hobonichi style weeks. Weekly layout, I did monthly logs, like the bullet journal kind of explains in details, stuck pretty closely to that. And I mostly stuck to like a day or two, or 1 day per 1 or 2 pages, depending on the day. I think I even might have had a day here and there that were like 3 pages, depending on how much I did, if I journaled. So you might see that. And at the beginning of this journal, I used stamps, and then at some point, it got to just take too much time to really set up, so I switched to different like lettering styles. Another thing throughout this, I was using different Tombow markers to highlight my completed tasks. I find it easier to kind of see what is done and what is not when I highlight, and Tombows work really well in the moleskine paper. To mention also, this is a large moleskine hardback notebook, and it has dot grid on the inside. The paper definitely does ghost, but after using Astrology last year, that really got me out of like hating ghosting. So I kind of like it now. I almost think I can't go back to anything otherwise, really. And this is a large size, that means it's about 8 by 5. It's kind of big, but it's kind of a narrower version of an A5 notebook. I found the Leuchtturm notebook A5 is a little bit wider than this, and the paper was weird. I tried that at the beginning of January, and I hated it, and I moved right into this. And here there was like a little bit of separation in the binding, but I don't think it happened again throughout this notebook, so not too bad. And then I used some page flags by Post-it throughout, basically marking future log, monthly log, weekly log, daily log, and like this is just a Tombow swatch page. And if you guys have any questions, definitely ask below. I try to respond pretty quickly to those. I did have a good question last week about why I bullet journal, and why I don't use like pre-planned, pre-set up notebooks and planners. So when I was in this bullet journal, I found it just nice to have the freedom of using however much space I needed to and having space to journal, which I felt like I needed more earlier this year, which I'm not feeling the need to journal too much right now, which is I think probably why I jumped back into Hobonichi Weeks. Also, in like the end of winter, spring, had more time on my hands, so I definitely had time to like set up every week, whereas now I feel like kind of just like all over the place in summer, and there's a lot more to do and plan for and plan ahead for. So I think that's why I'm gravitating back to the Hobonichi weeks. But I might stick with a bullet journal. We'll see, or maybe I'll jump back into it later this year. Another thing about pre-setup planners I don't really like is they don't usually have monthly, daily, weekly, and future planning. So I tend to find that's pretty hard to deal with. And then also so many of them are like not hardback, or not, well, yeah, not hardback. So then I have to have a cover. And then also if they're not, what is the word? Yeah, I just find the coil kind of difficult and cumbersome to deal with. So those are probably like some of the main reasons I don't like pre-set up planners sometimes. It's just hard to find what I'm really looking for. Toward the end here, I was using a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to do the lettering, and then I added some more washi tape here and there. I feel like I need to use more of my washi. I just have it like sitting around stockpiled for some reason. It's like I actually just need to use it up. And this is the end of it. We were out of town for May 28th and 29th, so I kind of want to back plan that in these last few couple pages, but we'll see how that goes. And then I knew I wasn't going to be able to get another full week in this journal just because there wasn't like 10 pages left or more, which I usually need per week in here. So that's why I needed to hop into something new, and now I'm trying to figure out what works best. This pen loop is just from Amazon. A few questions about that, let me know. It's kind of on the thicker side, so I added it toward the end of my journal up at the front so it didn't really create too much of a bump. If I got a pen loop again, I'd want like a thinner one. This is like too thick for me. And then just some post-its at the back here. So yeah, if you have any questions or want to see a flip through of my other planners or setup videos or anything like that, just let me know. Like this by giving a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Comment if you have any questions or have any requests for other videos. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know the next time I post a video. It's not always on the same day. And I'm actually thinking ahead. I'll be out of town this weekend, so might be a good opportunity to hit the notification bell just because I'll probably post again maybe next Monday, maybe after that, so we'll see. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time.